This is Chris Kelly with the hip mobility portion of your mobility circuit. Now with the hips, the first thing you want to do, one of the biggest areas of concern for people with lower back pain and hip pain are the IT bands. These are big sheets of fascia that run up and down your legs. So what we're going to do is start out with these. Again, I'm using the foam roller here, crossing my leg in front, using that leg to just simply roll up and down the side of my leg, all the way down to the kneecap, up to the hip. Any areas that you feel that are tight, really focus on just pressing down on those areas, rolling over like you're rolling out dough. And again, about 15 rolls up and down should do it. Taking a little bit extra time in any of those problem areas that you feel. Alright, moving on, we're going to foam roll our quads. Now, with this, it's kind of hard to get at the quad. What you want to do is shift weight onto one side and kind of let the other leg hang off, rolling from about start of the pelvis here all the way down to the kneecap, focusing on the area of tightness that you feel, pressing down on those areas, concentrating on them, and just rolling up and down gradually 15 times. Again, this should take around 60 to 90 seconds for each foam rolling exercise here. Alright, our next area, okay, are our piriformis, okay, and that's a fancy word for your butt. Now with this, we're going to use the tennis ball, okay, and all we're going to do here is put the tennis ball under the piriformis, which is kind of the outer butt cheek, for lack of a better term here, and I'm just rolling up and down, all the way down to about where my leg begins and all the way up to where my hip starts. And again, just pressing down on tight areas. I mean, I feel them all along here. This is one of those where you're going to have to do it almost on a daily basis, just pressing down in the area, you know, rolling over, working it out, and just working out that tightness. I would spend up to 5 minutes on each glute just because these are areas that really take a beating during exercise. Now, the next area that we're going to use the tennis ball for, we're moving down to the calves. All right, with this, again, usually you get more tightness in your lateral calf, but again, I want you to roll this whole area, just pressing down, rolling it over, side of the leg as well, pressing down on any tight spots that you feel. And again, spending up to 5 minutes on this area. Again, the calves are an area that, because they're a smaller muscle group, people really don't focus on these, but because we sit forward all day and we walk on our toes, especially for women who walk in heels, the calves take a beating. So really, you know, this is going to feel like you've been, you know, you're being poked with probably with a needle or something in your calves, but that's a good thing. You really want to mobilize that. All right, with that said, the last thing that we want to do, okay, is mobilize the glutes. Start that over.